Hey guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. I wasn't gonna do a video today. I was gonna actually maybe record some videos to publish later this week, but I realized what the date was. It is February 4th, and it is Mr. George A. Romero's birthday. Rest in peace, sir. I wanted to do a video of my complete George A. Romero collection. Movies, figures, posters, masks, the whole thing. It took me a while to get everything out. I am missing, of course, one VHS tape that I don't know where it's at. And if you guys could see the state of my room today, you would know why I can't find it. You would probably be concerned for my safety as well, because if this stuff all falls over, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I probably won't live. Yeah. So let's get on with it. I'm going to first go through the movies. I've got some of them are on coasters, some of them the rest of them are on tape. I don't have all of his movies, but I do have the majority of them, I guess. So I'm going to just quickly run through the movies. I'm not going to talk about each movie, or I'm going to try not to talk about each movie. I feel like it's important to recognize his work. He was a major inspiration in my life. Night of the Living Dead, of course, was one of the first horror movies I ever saw. It was that and Jaws and Creature from the Black Lagoon, and there's a couple of others in there, and I can't exactly remember which one was the first one, but those were all like right around the same time frame, and I was pretty young at that time. So I want to go through the movies first, and then I'll show you the figures I have. I've got a plushie, and I've got a mask, and some cool stuff. So I'm going to show you everything. First, let's go with the coasters. I have this. This is a pretty crappy edition of Night of the Living Dead. This movie is like public domain, so there's like a gazillion releases of this. This is the version I have. I also have this. This was not directed by George A. Romero, but it is part of the Dead collection, in my opinion, and it's this bad 3D Night of the Living Dead. I kind of like it in the collection. I've also got Survival of the Dead and Diary of the Dead. And let's get on with the tapes. Here we have Creepshow, Warner Home Video, Clamshell of Creepshow, Night Riders. This is that biker movie he did with Tom Savini and Ed Harris, and I like it. It's pretty unique, I think. I just showed this one the other day. This one's called Bruiser. It's like a slasher movie. This one is actually directed by, I believe it's not directed by him. He wrote the screenplay from Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Martin, underrated vampire movie. This is another, he was the executive producer and I believe screenwriter for Tales from the Dark Side. This is volume 3. Let's see. I want to show you. Okay, here's my copy of Day of the Dead, which is an excellent film, I think. Good old bub. Dawn of the Dead, which is my favorite of his films of all time, is Dawn of the Dead. This movie's excellent. I'd like to find an upgraded kind of case for this because it's got this sticker residue on it. I don't know. Maybe I'd be able to get this off. And you also may know I have better lighting today. The light bulbs came in, guys. This is a movie called Season of the Witch that he directed. It's about a witch. Go figure. And then here we have The Crazies. And this movie was remade, and the remake was like completely different from this, but it was also excellent. I love this, of course, better, but the remake was actually pretty good too, which I don't have that one. Now, let's go to the versions of Night of the Living Dead that I currently have on VHS. Like I said before, Night of the Living Dead is public domain. So that means anybody can release it. And there are over, I'm not sure of the exact number. I have heard 89. I've also heard 96 different releases of Night of the Living Dead on VHS. And I have 7. And they're really cool. I love collecting this movie because it's so iconic to me. So let me show you the versions of it I have. These are the different slip boxes that I have for Night of the Living Dead. Republic Pictures. This is one I really like. This is the Blockbuster slip. This is Star Classics. And this is one of those weird tapes that has like no top or bottom to it. This one is Video Treasures. I wish the lighting was better in here. That's like a goal for 2018, guys, is to get some lighting that actually is decent. Let's see. This one is Memory Lane Video. It's cool because they all have something different about the covers. But yeah, this one's my favorite. And this one is Vintage Video. That's my favorite cover so far that I've gotten. Like I said, if there really are 96 of them, I've got a ways to go, guys. But yeah, there you have it. That's the Night of the Living Dead tapes. Those are all the movies, tapes, and coasters I have. Here is a poster that I got at a Fangoria convention years ago when I actually got to meet him. And this one I didn't get signed. This was just one I picked up extra. But it was for 40 years he has spoken the truth about us. We need a leader we can trust. Romero for president. I always loved this poster. And at that Fangoria convention, I did get the honor of meeting him, and he was super nice, so cool. I waited in line for like 2 hours. It was insane. And I'm so glad I did, because I got this poster signed. It says, Amy, stay scared. This is just classic. Classic Night of the Living Dead poster. Let's see, I'm running out of room here. So let's move on to, like, I've got a few figures and stuff. So here's my George A. Romero plushie. I've had this for several years, I think. But it's got his, like, classic, vest that he always wore. His, like, a lot of directors wear it, but it's his classic vest, his classic glasses, and his wild, like, hair, which was awesome. And this was limited to 5,000. And I have number 80. I don't remember where I got this. But it's all handmade, and I have it on my bed with like some other plushies I have, but it's super cool. I do remember that this was very expensive for a plushie, like really expensive. And at first I was kind of like, why in the hell did I spend so much money on this? But I'm super happy to have it because it's very unique. I don't see anybody else that has this. I'm sure there are other people that have it, but I've not seen anybody else show it. So here it is. I'll go on to this figure. I really want to get the Flyboy and what's the other guy's name? Dr. Tongue. The figures from Monstars, but I currently have Bub, and he comes with like a lot of accessories. This is a cool figure. It looks way cooler out of the box than it did in the package, but Bub, of course, the iconic zombie from Day of the Dead. So that's that. This is an awesome piece. I wish I had the other two, but maybe I'll get them someday. It's this huge figure. Night of the Living Dead. I really should take this out. I mean, you can't really fully appreciate it, but look at all the accessories he comes with. Sorry about the glare. Comes in this box that closes with Velcro. There's a Barbara one, and then there's a Ben one. And then this is the last piece of the collection, guys, that I currently have anyway. Unfortunately, I did not get to have George Romero sign this mask. This is my Trick or Treat Studios Bub mask. The sculpt was done by Justin Mabry, and I was lucky enough to meet him at Texas Frightmare last year, and he signed my mask. I was super stoked about that. And then if that wasn't enough, I also met Tom Savini, and he also signed the mask. I would love to get the guy who played Bub to sign it, too. It would have been the best ever if I could have had everybody sign it, like George Romero and the guy who played Bub, whose name is escaping me right now. Yeah, that would have been amazing. I just, it's such a shame that he has gone so soon, because I believe he was in his late 60s, possibly 70, and I believe he died from complications from pneumonia. So it's really a shame, because he made movies the way he wanted to make them. He didn't sort of succumb to a studio about anything, you know, and some people are like, yeah, well, his later zombie movies weren't that great, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I would rather watch somebody's zombie movie that maybe wasn't like the best in every way, that they got to make themselves, that they didn't have pressure from the studios making, they got to keep creative control over the whole thing, they got to shoot it the way they wanted, and yeah, I'd much rather watch his movies than a lot of other zombie movies. But, you know, he sort of is the one that started the whole zombie thing, to be honest. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. R.I.P. George A. Romero, and happy birthday, sir. It was an honor getting to meet you the one time I did. I wish I'd have been able to meet you more than once. And, yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you like these videos, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report. And if you like, let me know what you like best about my George A. Romero collection. Let me know what you have. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. I will have links in the description below if you'd like to use my Amazon link to help out my channel at no cost to you. And that's it. I will catch you guys in the next one.